Om. 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Srutismriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Namah Shri Shankarananda Gurupadambujanmane Savila Samaha Mohagraha Grasaika Karmane. We saw Paroksha Jnanam and Aparoksha Jnanam, and Shastrenaiva Margen Sachidananda Nisyaya. So Shastra Paroksha Jnanam will tell us indirect knowledge is what are strengthened by, authenticated by what? Shastra. Shastra spoke about Brahma Vastu as Sat, Chit and Ananda Swarupaha. So that even though that knowledge is Paroksha Jnanam, that knowledge is essentially real only. It cannot be called as unreal knowledge because it is Paroksha Jnanam. Is it unreal? No, it is real. What is the Pramana? Because Shastra said so. Because Shastra gave that for us. So therefore, this knowledge also is real. We cannot say that this knowledge is unreal also. So, Brahma Yadyapi Shastreshu Prachaktvenaiva Nirvarnitam Mahavakyahi Tatapi Etat Bodham Avicharanaha. Even though Brahman is explained in the scriptures through what? Through Mahavakyas, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi Ityadi. And Brahman explained in his through Mahavakyas as what? Our own essential self, the nature of self, essential nature of the self is being beautifully explained as what? Aham Tvena, as I. But it's such a simple truth for the wise men, but very difficult for ignorant people. Avicharinaha, by those who lack discrimination, for them it has become very difficult to grasp the truth. This we saw in 20th sloka also. So, how long this will continue? Why it is difficult? Because Vidyaranya Muni says in 21st verse, Dehadi Atmatva Vibhrantau Jagrityamna Hatat Puman Brahmatvena Vijnatam Kshamate Mandhaditvataha. Dehadi Atmatva Vibhrantau Jagrityam. As long as I am the body, I am this deha, this kind of bhavana is perfect, intact, is alive, Jagrityam, then Brahma Atma Bhavena Hatat Puman, the human being, a sadhaka, to realize the nature of the essential nature of Brahman, to experience Brahman, Vijnatum Nakshamate, Mandhaditvataha, Hatat, suddenly at one go, in one go, coming to realize the essential nature of Brahman is not possible for whom? For a dull-witted person. So up to here we saw in yesterday's class. So today we should continue from 22nd verse. Brahmamatram suvijneyam shraddhalo shastradarshinaha aparokshadvaita buddhihi parokshadvaita buddhyanut. Now, he says very clearly, now, Brahmamatram suvijneyam shraddhalaha. Immediate, what is happening? Those who have faith, tremendous faith in Shastras, in the authority of the scriptures, and those who follow their directions in toto, Shraddhaloho Shastra Darshinaha. Shraddhalo, they have faith, tremendous faith in Shastras. And they follow the directions given by the scriptures. They can easily come to know Brahman without much difficulty. Brahmamatram, for them it becomes suvijneyam, becomes easy to recognize Brahman. Now let us see first the meaning of the verse. Aparokshadvaita buddhihi parokshadvaita buddhyanut. Here very important thing is what? Now we will analyze the sloka. What Vidyaranya Muni says here is what? Even though Aham Brahma Asmi is aparoksha jnanam. Is it not? Aham Brahmasmi. What is it, Aham Brahmasmi? Aparoksha jnanam it is. Direct experience. And it is always available to all of us. As Aham Tvena, as pure eternal consciousness, this is available always. I. Because that's what all the great Mahatmas have said very clearly. Self-realization is not something new, which is already there with all of us. But even though it is always present aparoksha anubhuti, but for manda buddhi, it is very difficult to digest. So for them is what? Paroksha jnanam is possible. They can gain paroksha jnanam with the help of shastras and guru. But for them, aparoksha jnanam becomes very, very, very tough. Aparoksha jnanam becomes very tough. So that's what Vidyaranya says. So, for a person who has got tremendous faith in Shastras, for him, Avantara Vakyas means what? All those sentences which speak about the Brahma Lakshanam, Lakshana of Brahma, like Satchidananda, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So, Avantara Vakyas, which describe the sentences which describe the nature of Brahman in Upanishads, they reveal Brahma Vastu. So with Shraddha, I must study scriptures. Then only the Brahma Vastu is revealed. Think about it. So without Shastra Jnanam, Jiva Sarupa, Jagat, nature of Jagat, nature of Brahma, and nature of Jiva, how Jiva is Brahma, all these things becomes impossible to understand unless you have studied Vedanta systematically at the feet of a teacher. So Shraddha must be there. And also with Shraddha, one must study these Avantara Vakyas, the statements which reveal the nature of Brahman, which reveal the Lakshana of Brahman. So Shraddha is there, and also study is there, study of scriptures is there. For him, this Brahma Jnanam becomes Suvijneyam. So Brahman, existence of Brahman, he can easily come to know as I. And the existence of Brahman can easily be realized by such a person. So two things are said here. One is Shraddha must be there, and one must listen to the teacher or read Avantara Vakya, Upanishads. Even if we read on our own, we will not be able to understand unless a teacher comes to my rescue and explains the secret of those meanings of the Mahavakyas. So who can point out that Advaita Brahma, about the nature of Advaita Brahma? Teacher alone can do this. And what about whatever Advaita Jnanam the teacher reveals, it is Paroksha Jnanam only. It is not Aparoksha Jnanam. It is also Paroksha Jnanam only. But the Paroksha Jnanam is necessary step before we get into the realization of that Aparoksha Anubhuti. So now, for everyone, all of us, here this in the sloka very clearly says, Aparoksha Dvaita Buddhi Paroksha Advaita Buddhi Anut. Now, two things. All of us what? Listen carefully. We are all experiencing the Dvaita Prapancham. Duality through sense organs, we are experiencing. Right? So, Dvaita Prapancha through Pratyaksha Pramana, through Indriyas, Indriya Gocharam, the Pratyaksha Pramana. So now for us, for all of us, Dvaita Prapancha is Aparoksha Anubhuti. There is no, it is not Paroksha. Paroksha means indirect. No. Dvaita Prapancham, I am directly recognizing, realizing, experiencing. So, Dvaita Prapancham is Aparoksha Anubhuti for me. And another thing is, through Shastra Pramana, I get Advaita Jnanam. Advaita Brahma Jnanam I get. Through what? Through Shastra Jnana. Now the teacher says, the Vijayana Muni says, Aparoksha Dvaita Buddha. That means explain, I will explain to them. Vijayana Muni says now that a question may be asked. Can they coexist? One is my Aparoksha Anubhuti of Dvaita Prapancha, direct understanding and realization of the duality, and through Paroksha Jnanam, indirect knowledge of Advaita Jnanam. How can they exist? Because Dvaita and Advaita are contradictory. Can they exist in me? This is the topic now, will be spoken in a couple of slokas very clearly. So therefore, Vijayana Muni says ultimately, Paroksha Advaita Jnanam and Aparoksha Dvaita Jnanam, Dvaita Anubhuti, they don't contradict each other. There is no problem. This is a beautiful thought we will analyze now. I can hold in my heart the knowledge of Advaita while very much present in the Dvaita world. So, there is no problem. So, what is Dvaita Jnanam? Dvaita Jnanam is Pratyaksha Jnanam. Advaita is not Pratyaksha, it is Paroksha Jnanam. So, Advaita Anubhuti is not Pratyaksha for us, no? So, it is under Paroksha only. Because Advaita Jnanam is not gathered through sense organs. It is Indriya Agocharam. So, both these jnanas, knowledges, if we can use that word, both these types of knowledge exist in a person simultaneously. That he gives examples. When examples come, the concept becomes very clearer. So, Pratyaksha Dvaita Jnanam, which rises from Indriya Pramana. Pramana means of knowledge. So, the Indriyas are the means of knowledge here, sense organs. And Advaita Jnanam is Paroksha. That Jnanam is gained through Shastra by me, sitting under the teacher, at the feet of the teacher. And teacher speaks about Avantara Vakyas, which are describing about the nature of Brahman. They are called Avantara Vakyas. So, in fact, what he says is that ultimately, the immediate direct knowledge of duality, which is directly experienced by us, is not contrary or contradicting to indirect non-dual knowledge. इनडायरेक्ट मीन्स परोक्ष अद्वैत ज्ञान को, और इसके बीच में कोई आपत्ति नहीं है। एक ही व्यक्ति में परोक्ष ज्ञान अद्वैत ज्ञान भी हो सकता है, रह सकता है, और इसी अंतःकरण में उनके जीवन में ही उस व्यक्ति के अंदर परोक्ष प्रत्यक्ष ज्ञानम, द्वैत प्रत्यक्ष ज्ञानम ऑल्सो कैन बी देयर, वो भी रह सकता है, दोनों साथ साथ। उसके उदाहरण, कई उदाहरण अभी विद्यारण्य मुनि देंगे। ये तो अभी कॉन्सेप्ट बताया गया, कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है आप देखिए, उदाहरण देंगे। व्हाट इज उदाहरण? एग्जांपल ही गिव्स नाउ in 23rd verse, अपरोक्षशिला बुद्धिः न परोक्षेशतां नुदेत प्रतिमादिषु विष्णुत्वे को वा विप्रतिपद्यते। yes no see, अपरोक्षशिला बुद्धिः न परोक्ष ईशतां नुदेत, the direct immediate knowledge about the saligrama stone. Saligrama is there, we know saligrama Vishnu pratika. सालिग्राम हमारे लिए प्रत्यक्ष है। अभी मैं इसका स्पर्श कर रहा हूं, आई एम टचिंग इट, आई एम डूइंग इट पूजा एंड ऑल एवरी डे, आई सी लॉर्ड विष्णु इज देयर इन सालिग्रामा। And two types of opposite knowledge can coexist. That's the example. So I can see the saligrama, I know that it is stone, that knowledge is there, very much there. But in that same idol, simultaneously, he holds another thought, another indirect knowledge that this is nothing but Lord Vishnu. When we go to temple, we know that direct knowledge is what? Direct experience is what? That the temple, that is the idol is made up of stone. Sculptor has made hands and legs, etc. It has no hunger, it has no thirst because it is made up of stone. So that knowledge I have. But इसके साथ साथ this is representing my Ishta Devata, Vishnu, Shiva, Ganapati, anybody. So when I see in Saligrama Mahavishnu, so that knowledge that Mahavishnu Pratika this is, that is not contradicting my experience, or my experience is not contradicting that knowledge that this is nothing but Lord Vishnu Pratika. So I am actually worshipping Vishnu and not the stone. So when I go to temple or puja, deity is in the form of an idol. So when I see Pratima, am I seeing Lord Shiva, Ganapati, or Vishnu, or stone? Or do I have the knowledge of both? Both exist. Because of Pratyaksha Pramana, I am seeing it as stone. Because of Shastra Pramana injunctions, I am seeing Vishnu in it, Shaligrama, I am seeing Vishnu in it. So यहाँ पे what happened? Both direct experience of the dual Jagat and Paroksha Jnanam of that it belongs to Vishnu, Vishnu Jnanam, both simultaneously exist, and I am not confused, I am no problem, no contradiction, I am very comfortable with this experience. Therefore, through Shastra, when I gain Paroksha Jnanam, it can exist in me. And who gave Paroksha Jnanam about Brahman? Shastra gave. Wonderful, isn't it? So I cannot say that this is all no pramana. Veda pramana for us. Veda only gave us. So, very clearly, both knowledges can exist. Okay. Oh, I hope you understood. That is the beauty of our culture. Though I am seeing a stone, but in the stone, I have Devata Buddhi. And when I kept Devata Buddhi, I am not confused. My experience, I give validity to my physical experience that it is a stone, no doubt about it. It's a murti, it's a picture, it's an idol. That jnanam is there. Without losing that jnanam, I also have this knowledge that this is none other than Bhagavan. Bhagavan is presiding. I am communicating to the Devata through the photo or idol. So, what is important in Upasana? Shraddha is important. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. So, Vidyaranya Muni says in next 24th verse, Ashraddhalora Vishwaso Nodaharanamarhati Shraddhaloreva Sarvatra Vaidikeshwadhikarataha. Say Ashraddhaloho Avishwasaha Na Udaharanam Arhati. We are not taking as an example of a Nastika, an atheist. Ashraddhalu, a person who has no faith in scripture and no respect also. Avishwasaha, no faith and no respect, no belief. Na udaharanam arhati. That such a person we are not considering here as an example. He cannot do any upasana. He doesn't believe. Because what is the pramana that Brahma is there, that Brahma asti? What is the pramana? Shastra pramana and Guru Vakya pramana. Suppose I don't believe in any being Guru, or I don't believe in Shastra also. So can I do upasana on it? Forget upasana, not possible. And if upasana itself is not possible to do, how can I promote myself to another step called Mahavakya Vichara? Contemplating upon the meaning of Mahavakyas. So, for a deity, for a bhakta, I am worshipping Vishnu. As what? Insentient Saligrama stone. I don't have any conflict here. You say you are worshipping Vishnu. Why are you worshipping Saligrama? I have no conflict. For me, Saligrama represents Vishnu. So I am very much comfortable in my puja anusthana with Shraddha. Why? I have Shraddha in my Shastras. So Shastra says Saligrama Vishnu, in Spatika only Shiva. And I don't have any doubt about it. So in the Saligrama, Lord Vishnu is present as Paroksha, not Pratyaksha. So we are taking the example of what? Astika. not Nastika. Ashraddhaloho avishwasoho na udaharanam arhati. Shraddhaloho eva sarvatra vaidikeshu adhikarataha. Who is fit enough in all the scriptural matters, practices, upasana, karma kanda? Those who want Swarga Kamo Yajeta, Swarga Kamo Yajeta. One who is desiring Swarga should perform Havan. Who says Veda? Veda Pramanam. And who teaches me Veda? Guru. So Guru Vakya Praman. So Shastrasya Guru Vakyasya Satya Buddhi Avadharana Shraddha. I'm very comfortable. No doubt about it. So Shraddhalu Sarvatra in all spiritual matters. Shraddhalu eva, a man of faith in scriptures, Vaidikeshu. He is alone adhikari. He is alone qualified. Where in all the spiritual matters, what is the first qualification we should have? We should have faith, Shraddha. So we are not considering here any Nastika, but we are only considering as Astika. For all these slokas are valid. One who doesn't have any faith in Veda, for him it is not valid. So Paroksha Jnanam, Aparoksha Jnanam, both can exist, there is no problem. Pratyaksha, Anubhuti and Paroksha, both can exist. Pratyaksha and Paroksha. So next verse. Sakrudaptopadeshena parokshajnanamudbhavet Vishnumurtipade shohi nami mamsam apekshate. So now very simple. Vijayamuni says, Sakrud apta upadeshena paroksha jnanam udbhavet. And I have tremendous faith in my Guru. No doubt about it. I follow my Guru. And tremendous faith, and tremendous love, tremendous reverence, tremendous acceptance. Friends, that is very essential. And with such a faith upon a Guru, and single, Sakrut means only once Guru tells, that is enough for that person who has tremendous faith to gain Paroksha Jnanam. So Paroksha Jnanam Udbhavet. Only once Guru teaches. And that Paroksha Jnanam just takes place in the heart. And Guru told, this is a Vishnu Murti, Saligrama is Vishnu Pratika, Spatika is Shiva Pratika. So this is Saligrama. You worship this is called worshipping Vishnu. Is Vishnu the stone Saligrama? No. But this is Vishnu. And when such kind of relationship takes place between the teacher and the student, there is nothing. Shastra said, tremendous faith in Shastra, tremendous faith in Guru. Then there, na mimamsam apekshate. There is no question of inquiry, logical discussions, and then thinking about it, and then analyzing the statement of Guru and Shastra. finding out whether it's true or not. मीमांसा में इंक्वायरी, डिस्कशंस, लॉजिकल डिस्कशंस, ये सब बंद हो जाता है. जरूरी नहीं है. न मीमांसाम अपेक्षते. There is no need of further thinking. Why? Faith is enough. Faith is enough for what? Upasana. For Brahmanubhuti, not only faith, inquiry is important. For Aparokshanubhuti, inquiry is essential. Gaining Avantara Vakya, Paroksha Jnanam. Here, Paroksha Jnanam, Vijayaraman is talking, not Aparokshanubhuti. For Aparokshanubhuti, Mahavakya Vichara alone is a marga as per Vedanta. That's why he says, Paroksha Jnanam Udbhavet. Not Aparoksha Jnanam Udbhavet, he did not say. Paroksha Jnanam Udbhavet. So when I have tremendous faith in Guru, my intellect doesn't raise any questions. I'm emotionally not also doubting it. So I don't have any doubt about Brahma being, what do you call, eternal, liberal, I mean, always Shuddha, so Nitya Shuddha Buddha, Nitya Mukta Swarupaha, Brahma Swarup, ever liberated, the Brahma. Who said to me all these? Shastra through Guru. So this is Paroksha Jnanam of Brahma. And because I have tremendous faith in Shastra, Paroksha Jnanam Udbhavet. So he says, simple by listening to Guru. Sakrut Upadesha, meaning once you listen to Guru, you got the Paroksha Jnanam. In the case of Nisargadatta Maharaj, he heard only one satsang. Went to his Guru, and Guru told him Aham Brahmasmi mantra. And he came back. And a tremendous faith. My Guru told I am Brahman, full stop. He attained that. And whatever pratibandhakas are there, obstacles are there, inner obstacles are all gone because he was constantly repeating that Aham Brahmasmi, Vritti Avritti he was doing. He attained that supreme state. So to practice Nirguna Brahma Upasana, what is Nirguna Brahma Upasana? Through Paroksha Jnanam. I got Paroksha Jnanam. Why did I get how did I get Paroksha Jnanam? From the Guru. What did Guru teach? Scripture. How could I gain that knowledge in the one go listening because of faith? Then which kind of knowledge I got? Paroksha Jnanam I got. What is Paroksha Jnanam? Brahmasti, Aham Brahmasmi. That was Paroksha Jnanam, not yet realized. So Nirguna Brahma Upasana I started. So I got Paroksha Jnanam, and then I can start Nirguna Parabrahma Upasana, not Nididhyasana, Upasana. To start Upasana is not a big problem for me. I can repeat. I have in the beginning only we saw the difference between Vritti Avritti of Upasana, Vritti Avritti of Nididhyasana. Suppose a man, because of some psychological disease, some problem, mental problem, he had forgotten himself to be a man. Think like that. He forgot himself to be a man. Some problem. some memory loss about himself. Then he was asked, he was told that you are a man, and he was asked to practice, remind himself that he is a man. Again and again, remind yourself that you are a man. So this person started repeating the mantra, I am a man. So what is he doing? Upasana is doing. He is not still believing himself that he is a man. He has not strong faith or conviction that he is a man yet. He has not got aparoksha jnanam. He has got paroksha jnanam. So he is repeating himself that I am man, I am man. And so many obstacles are within. Doubt is there. One of the biggest obstacle is doubt, disbelief. They've got pratibandhakas. Pratibandhakas means they are all obstacles inside. So though he is repeating, I am man, I am man, I am man, because of his constant repetition, something happens. What is happening? These pratibandhakas started melting, started dissolving. All the obstacles are being removed, dissolved. That happens with mantra. But this we saw also how in the Ajamila story, Bhagavata, he may not know, but that it has effect. Examples are already seen. He started calling his name Narayana. He doesn't know that he is calling Narayana. Error, judgment, Samvadi Brahma. That's our topic, no? Samvadi Brahma. Though he is not remembering or calling Vishnu, but he went to Vishnu Loka. Why? He took the name of Narayana. So this man also, I am man, repeating. Eventually, all obstacles are removed. Then he realized that he is a man. So, and after realization, also he says, I am man. Now, what is the difference between the earlier statement of I am man and later statement of I am man? Later statement of I am man is assertion, is a conviction. And he wanted to know, understood I am man, I should not forget this, I should be established in the thought that I am man. So he is repeating, I am Aham Brahmasmi Vritti, Avritti, Vritti Avritti. Here also I am man, I am man. There, this upasana, this not upasana, this is called meditation, nitidhyasana, wherein he is asserting his nature. He has no doubt about it, but he just wanted to not to forget this state again, not to slip back. So you want to establish myself in it. I am man. So he is repeating. So that repetition, after remembering that he is a really man, and then afterwards when that man repeats, I am man, I am man. There's a tremendous difference between the first one, the earlier state where I am man was repeated by a man who has lost his mental balance. And next one, I am man, repeated a right man, a human being who knows that he is a human being, is a man. There's a tremendous difference, isn't it? So Vijayana Muni says, Paroksha Jnanam, you do repeat that Aham Brahmasmi Vritti Avritti, Paroksha Jnana. May not be Aparoksha Jnana. But that also will take you to the eventually to the Brahmanabhuti, Aparokshanabhuti. So here, what is the Jnanam and what is Upasana? Again, one more important sloka will come for more clarity. Vijayana Muni is giving us in 26th verse. Karmopasti vicharyete anushtheya vinirnayat bahushaka viprakirnam nirnetum kah prabhur naraha. Karmopasti, anushtheye. Anushtaya means what? So many rituals are there, meditations, upasanas are there, which are worthy of practicing. Anushtana yogya things are there. And all those anushtaye nirnayat clearly came to conclusion. Known. Avinirnaya meaning what? Avinirnayat means not having clearly known. Because so many anushtaye yogya upasanas, anushtaye, the worthy of practicing, so many rituals are there. So karma kanda, karma upasti. In matters of karma upasti means what? The rituals and meditations, many rituals and meditations are given, which are anushtana yogya, worthy of practicing, but having not clearly known. Because so many things are there, which are exhaustively bahushaka viprakirnam nirnetum ka prabhurnaraha. So they are exhaustively dealt in the scriptures, varieties of sadhanas, varieties of karma and upasanas are given. And each one, they differ. Viprakirnam. Each one, the one place it is said like this, another place it is said like this. Exhaustive. The rules and regulations are given. So an average man will never be able to decide firmly about them, that an average man, what is this, what is that, what is to be done, what is not to be done. So in this sloka, Vidyaranya is explaining the difference between paroksha jnanam and aparoksha jnanam. So as so far what did he say? Paroksha jnanam is easy to gain. What is the qualification required to get paroksha jnanam? Shraddha. Shraddha where? In Shastra. And also in Shastri, the Guru, who knows Shastras. So for paroksha jnanam, Shraddha is enough. For aparoksha jnanam, visa, for paroksha jnanam, na mimamsam achakshate, apekshate, no discovery, no discussions, no logical and all not necessary. If you have faith, that is enough. I don't want to discuss. But then, if you want to do, forget aparoksha jnanam, then there is no other way other than deeper inquiry into the Mahavakyas. Here, in such kind of analysis, true understanding will be evolved. What is the meaning of Aham Brahmasmi? What is the meaning of Tattvamasi? What is the meaning of Prajnanam Brahma? What is the meaning of Ayam Atma Brahma? So, see here, karma anushtanam, practice of karma rituals, and jnanam related to karma rituals. These two are different. If you want to do simple karma upasana, anushtana, faith is enough. My guru tells me, do this japa, do this puja, do this havan, this is the prakriya, this is the paddhati, procedure. These are the steps that you have to follow. The guru tells me and I will do it. But suppose I wanted to get the knowledge about karma upasanas and karma kandas, then I must study Pura Mimamsa. I must do reflection, thinking on it, to gain the knowledge about karma. That is a altogether a different exercise. All are not fit for that. Upasaka is very happy. One who has faith in to get paroksha jnanam, karma anushtana you do, you get your result. Similarly, Upasana anushtanam is easy. Guru tells me to do this mantra, to do this japa, to do this meditation. I do it. Upasana jnanam, again you have to study shastras and understand, listen to teacher, etc. So Vidyarmani says, karma anushtanam, karma practice of karma as per the instructions of the Guru is easier. Like Nirguna Brahma Upasana is easy. I have to only repeat Aham Brahmasmi Vritti Avritti or any other mantra, similar mantras. It is easier. Nirguna Brahma Upasana is easier because Guru tells me, I have faith. No, faith is enough. Suppose you want Brahma Jnanam, not Upasana, Nirguna Brahma Jnanam, then you have to inquire. So if you want to understand the true meaning of Mahavakyas, inquiry begins. I don't want to understand in Karma Kanda all the procedures involved. What my Guru told me and I do it. Why I learned what is, we say, something called in English, we say working knowledge. मेरा गुरु ये तो बता दिया मैं ये कर रहा हूं बस इसके पीछे इसके ऊपर मुझे मेरा कोई ज्ञान नहीं है मैं कोशिश भी नहीं करता हूं so we don't need any other knowledge also. So when I want to perform implicitly, I don't want to know the big philosophy and then logic and then procedures and then all those things. I don't need. Simple faith is enough. And I get result. So very simple thing. Whenever I wanted to understand why I am doing what I am doing, then we have to refer to inquiry, Vichara mark. So Vedanta is inquiry, So Vedanta is all of them, all the people are not fit for Vedanta because Vedanta, how classes are going on. Pañcadaśi you take, Brahma Sutras you take, Upanishads you take. There is no entertainment there. Entertainment in the form of stories they are there, Upanishad stories are there. But then it's a Gambhira Chintan is the platform on which Upanishadic class or like classes on Pañcadaśi, etc. can go on. Gambhira Chintan. So if you want to understand anything, Vidyarmanu says, Vichara, inquiry is necessary. Mahavakya Jnanam ke liye, Mahavakya inquiry, Vichara is necessary. If I want to do simply follow, I don't want Vichara is not necessary, simply do it. I want to repeat, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman. Why? A Guru told me that's enough for me. I don't want to analyze much. You will reach the truth. By a long route that will remove the Pratibandhakasana. Suppose somebody is fit for Jnanam, his thing is different. So he says, Nirnitortha kalpa sutraihi katitastatva sastikaha vichara mantarenapi shakto nushtatu manjasa. So Nirnita Artha means the final verdict about these rituals. Final verdict about these rituals. Nirnita Artha Kalpa Sutraihi Krititaha. What is the final thing about Karma Kanda? Kalpa Sutras gives the procedures. Final things are taught in Kalpa Sutras. Nirnit, what is the final conclusive meaning of all these rituals? Kalpa Sutraihi Kritita. In the Kalpa Sutras, this is very beautifully given. And Tavadastika means what? As long as one who has tremendous faith in them. Tavad astikaha. A man of faith. Vicharam antarena api, without even inquiry about them. Vicharam antarena api, without even inquiry, a man of faith, Shaktaha anushtatum anjasa. Without any difficulty, is fit enough to easily he will be able to perform all the rituals and worship without much discussions and thinking and logic, etc. He is very simple person. He is able to do everything. So, Mimamsa Shastra Vichara Grantha. Mimamsa means inquiry, Vicharana. Kalpa Grantha, simple procedures. Put the stone, how to construct Havan Kunda. For this Havan, this kind of bricks are required, they have to be arranged. How, why should I do? What is the secret behind it, logic behind it? I don't want to know. Shastra bataya, maine kar diya. You will get the result. Antakkar, you will get punyam. You will get the result of Antakkarna Shuddhi. So even without knowing the procedure, the knowledge aspect of it, or meaning of the mantras, one can get simple by faith, one will get the result. What is the result? Punya karma he will get. And that punya removes obstacles. When punya removes inner obstacles for our inquiry, path of inquiry becomes easy. Path of inquiry means Mahavakya Vicharana. So through Mahavakya Vicharana alone, the truth is revealed. That is the Vedanta conclusions. So, upastinam anushtanam arshagrantheshu varnitam vichara kshamamathyascha tatsrutva pasate guroho. So, all the details, upastinam anushtanam, all the details of various worships and their vidhana, etc., procedures, etc., are explained arshagrantheshu varnitam. They are dealt in the books Arshak Grantha. Dealing with that Arsha Grantha, dealing with those topics in those books, this has been exhaustively dealt. Vichara Akshama Martyascha. Mortals who are incapable of doing enquiry of them. Those who are unable to understand and practice them independently. Vichara Akshamaha Martyascha tatsrutva upasate guroho. Guroho tatsrutva upasate. Those who are not able to get the meaning of it, they simply listen to Guru and do as Guru says. They learn the techniques from the teacher and simply obey, or implicitly obey. So, like Karma Kanda, it was said about Karma Kanda previous loka. Now about Upasana, is says Upasana Anushtana also requires procedural book. It's called Arshak Grantha. What kind of Upasana, which Upasana, how to do, what are the rules, regulations in a particular Upasana. What is the source of all knowledge? Vedas only. So we have to go, inquire, read commentaries and read many discussions, attend and clarify doubts and to get that Upasana also is one type of Upasana Jnanam to gain. It is a lot of work it is. And some other people are there, they don't want to understand. For them, it is difficult to understand various intricacies of these practices. For them, the path is simple. What is that? They do what Guru instructs. That's it. They will also get punya. Pratibandhakas are removed. Then eventually they can also get aparokshanubhuti. So we will see one more verse today before we conclude for today. Vedavakyani nirnetum icchan mimamsatam janah aptadesha aptopadesha mantrena hi anushtanantu sambhavet. So, Vedavakyani nirnetum icchan, to discuss, to come to conclusion, to discuss and to engage in logical arguments, etc., to arrive at the conclusion of the meaning of Vedic mantras, purport of the different statements of the Vedas. Those who want to learn, a person who wants to establish This is the final verdict of the Veda. I want this kind of conclusion. So different statements are there. What is the final understanding of that statement? I want to do inquiry. I want to, through argument and inquiry, Mimamsatam, many arguments, inquiry, discussions, Q&A sessions. Mimamsatam, Janaha, all those people, let them do vichara work. This is required. Only for a few people only they can do it. Not all can do. And there are higher people, higher qualified people. And many people are there. I know one person, long back. He joined an ashram in our Chinmaya mission only. For 3 months, 4 months, I think he was there. He said, no, I cannot do all this charcha, gircha and discussion, intellect, too much intellect, I cannot bear it. Mere ko to I am Bhagavan Krishna and Radhe Radhe. I am devotee of Radha Krishna. So I just go back to Vrindavan. From there I came. I will do my services, whatever I can do. ऐसे मेरे से नहीं होता है करके वापस चला गया. And he is practicing his own devotion. So everybody cannot enter into the halls of inquiry. And all are not fit enough also for this inquiry. But others can do what? How can to benefit my like people like us? How can we benefit? Apta upadesha mantrena. Apta vakya means guru vakya only. Apta is real. Apta is guru only. Well wishers. Upadesha mantrena hi anushtanantu sambhavet. So one can certainly be benefited by performing worship as per the directions of the teacher. So teacher says, so some are very fortunate people who can engage in discussions and inquiry, etc. Let them do it. Their number is very less. Others are all can do upasana. Through upasana, punya karma. That punya karma removes drushta, adrushta, pratibandhakas. Visible and invisible obstacles are removed through upasana. And then slowly, eventually, we will be uplifted to nididhyasana level, aham brahmasmurti avrutti asserting. Then I get established myself in my own swarupa. So all are not fit for Mahavakya Vichara. So by merely listening to the Guru, those who are not capable of Vichara Marga, they listen to Guru. They can do their Anushtana. Anushtana is not Nididhyasana. Anushtana is not Jnanam also. It's a karma, upasana, rupa karma. Some kind of Anushtana is puja, pata, etc., etc. So this produces punyam, merit, and that merit will destroy all the obstacles. Okay, so today I conclude here. And next month, whenever we announce the dates, we will see. We will continue from sloka number 30th. So today we have seen up to 29th verse. Thank you. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om.